Now I'm ready to film. Hey guys, it's Audrey, and today I have a very special video for you guys. I wanted to talk about something that's been bothering me a little bit lately. Let me get things straight if this is maybe the first time you're watching my channel. I don't like to make excuses and complain. That's not me. The vibe of this channel is very much positive and inspiring, but this is something I really wanted to talk about because I think it's super important. I don't know how to explain this topic without sounding crazy. Just to give you a little bit of background, I guess, I'm currently in Shanghai, China doing an internship, and the whole point of me doing this internship, I'm at the point in my life right now where I just dropped out of film school and I sort of have this gap between the end of my last school and starting again in spring, and in this gap of time, this half a year basically that I have, I want to do internships and get real world experience to sort of figure out what it is that I want to do. So right now I'm working in an advertising agency. I'm doing video work for them. It's mostly editing right now. I've only been here for a week and I really like, working in a sort of a bigger company and seeing what it's like working in a company that's in the creative industry, doing something that I could potentially do after college if I wanted to. But the whole thing about this time in my life is figuring out what it is I like and don't like, and something I'm figuring out that I think I've kind of always known in the back of my head, in the back of my mind. I've always known I don't want to be a link in the chain. I don't want to just be a part of creating something, of not really having that creative freedom to, really let loose on what it is I want to make, and instead just be a part of an assembly line, if that makes sense. Now, I'm very happy about my internship. I don't want it to sound like I'm not happy with my internship, because I really do love it and I'm learning so much, and exactly for this reason I have to experience this in order to be able to, figure this out, and it's really helping me figure these things out. But I'm realizing that being an independent content creator is really sort of what I want to do, and that's scary. I want to make a video a little bit more in depth about this and a little bit faster and upbeat, but I just kind of wanted to sit down and talk about a specific struggle of feeling like I'm not doing enough. I have so many things to experience, so many things to learn, and it's kind of ridiculous that I'm beating myself up for not being good enough already. And it really hurts me to say this because the whole goal of my channel has been, showing the process, showing the failures, and showing you guys that it's all part of the process. But there still is that self-doubt and voice that is constantly in the back of my head saying, is what I'm doing good enough? I guess sort of realizing that, hey, I actually really want to do video as a career and be a creator as a career. It's really starting to sink in, and the reality of that is sinking in. And then I think on top of that, the pressure of, do you know how little amount of people are actually able to do this as a career? It's all starting to sink in, and it's kind of intimidating, I guess. And I normally don't like to let these things get to me. I'm pretty positive when it comes to this stuff normally, but recently I guess it's really just hit me. As I've started to realize this more and more, I've been feeling a little bit more pressure about what sort of videos I've been uploading, specifically the intent of my videos, and it's really been limiting my creativity a lot, because I'm constantly thinking about, is this video good? Is it gonna do well? Thing is, I love making videos. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love it so much, and I know that making awesome content and telling stories and that help other people who are in similar positions as me and improving my craft as a cinematographer, that's what I love to do. I don't know where I'm going with this. Both of my parents are extremely hardworking. My dad is definitely a workaholic, and it's most definitely rubbed off on me. And for me, that is putting my work into YouTube and making the best content that I can possible. And recently I found myself being more lazy than normal being unmotivated to film, being unmotivated to edit. I think it's because of me putting so much pressure on the outcome of my content instead of just focusing on the actual process itself. You know, I think our generation most definitely has a problem with things happening immediately. You know, if you look at a lot of successful YouTubers, a lot of them have so much experience, and it's a combination of things that they've, you know, worked on for sometimes like decades that have accumulated into their success on platforms like YouTube. Like, okay, I know I talk about Peter a lot on this channel, but he's a prime example of this, since he did video and photography for what, like over a decade before he even started his channel. Things like that people normally don't like or don't point out, but he didn't just become successful on YouTube for no reason. It was an accumulation of all this past experience that he put into this new venue that made him, you know, a standout channel and very successful and entertaining videos that were beautifully shot, because he has experience doing this, and that's what he's been doing, or something similar anyway, for I don't even know how long. But on the contrary, this channel for me has been about showing my process and sort of, you know, the behind the scenes and the not so glamorous bits of being a creator, and showing that process with you guys. And that's what I want to continue to do on this channel. That's what I'm all about. But, you know, sometimes it can be a little bit discouraging and scary, being like, why aren't things happening right now, even though that's ridiculous because I have so many things to learn. This is me reminding myself of this, and I hope also you guys, if you are maybe younger, or maybe you're still in high school, or maybe you're just starting up college, and or even younger. Like, some people are so young nowadays and already obsessed with, you know, making a career out of something or being successful. And the truth is, it's not about the end goal, okay? It's about the journey to get there. That, like, it's okay if things aren't moving super fast right now. It's okay if you're failing. It's okay if you don't know exactly what it is you want to do. For me, this video is super necessary. I'm sorry if it's just me sitting in my room once again. Like, I love making YouTube videos, but it's gotten to the point to where, you know, I'm becoming very conscious of this voice in the back of my mind that, like, if I'm out with friends or whatever, it's constantly there saying, like, hey, you should be editing right now, or you should be filming, or you should be planning videos, or you should just be being productive instead of doing this. This is not productive. Why are you doing this? It's not necessary. Like, I'm 19. I should be prioritizing, you know, learning new things and having new experiencing new things, and I'm definitely doing that by living in Shanghai by myself, and I'm very happy I've decided to do this because it's really pushing me outside my comfort zone. I've said no to so many things just because I want to be productive and be, you know, working on my YouTube or filming for my YouTube instead. I credit so much of the things that I've achieved on my YouTube to putting in that extra work and to, you know, working extremely hard. But I think I really need to focus more on finding that balance. You can't be lazy and expect to achieve anything. It's just not gonna happen. So I'm not saying, oh, I'm gonna stop working hard, like, woo, I'm gonna slack forever, it's gonna be great. What I am saying is that I really want to take, you know, put less pressure on myself and instead focus more on just creating. Just wrap up this video because I feel like I'm sort of been all over the place. If you're also maybe younger, just started creating, or you've been creating for a while and you really want to do this as a career in the future, whether it's YouTube or anything else really, it doesn't even have to be like an artsy thing. Just know that it's okay to not be growing exponentially right now. It's normal. It's okay to fail. Just make sure that you're trying to find that balance, and don't beat yourself up if things aren't going exactly how you plan them to. I really do think that things will work out in the end, whatever path that may be, and to be in that sort of like, I don't know what's gonna happen, like, at all, like, what am I doing with my life sort of stage, which I'm currently right in the middle of. Being a YouTuber is no joke. So I'm sorry if this video didn't make sense, or maybe it did, I don't know, but I feel good having said this. And if you guys can relate or are in a similar position as me, or maybe you've had, you know, past experiences where you felt this way, let me know in the comments, because honestly it'd be great to hear about other people struggling as well. Not to sound mean, but I feel like it's nice to have that, you know, reassurance that like, oh, I'm not the only one going through this, you know? I'm excited to get back on my twice a week video grind, and I know I was just talking about how like I should, you know, take time to do other things, but I just love to make videos, and instead of, you know, procrastinating and maybe being a little bit lazy and not managing my time properly, I'm excited to get my life together and really be able to post twice a week, but also be able to do other things as well. I'm currently at work and I'm editing this video right now, and wow, like I'm realizing how not upbeat this video is. Like there's no background music, there's no b-roll, it's just me trying to get this topic off my chest, out of my mind. Yeah, if you're new, this isn't normal content, and now that this video is out there and done, I'm so excited to move on and start creating awesome content again for you guys. I seem so sad in this video. I'm sorry if this wasn't like extraordinary. I promise I will upload again on Friday and make a well-edited, b-roll-y cool video. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. It would help me out so much and let me know, and it lets me know that you liked it. Yeah, if you have any friends who are struggling with something similar or this thought, or you know, share it with them and help them out a little bit. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you this Friday with another new video. Bye!
I've never been the one who's worried, always been the one who's keeping it cool, the kind of guy who chill while others hurry.